And in the country of Estonia, they add a little bit of sugar to their shashlik mixture. So I'm just going to add some brown sugar. It's been sitting out here all morning, okay? And then you just basically mix this by hand. Some people also like to use a little bit of parsley in this part of the mixture. I don't like parsley very much, so I'm not going to use it. So basically, you mix this in by hand, okay? Get it all nice and coated. The sugar is optional. Like I say, they do it that way in Estonia, okay? And basically, you let this sit and marinate for about 24 hours, which is what I'm going to do with this. But don't worry, you don't have to hang out right here for 24 hours because I got another bunch of it in the refrigerator. Here's what marinated shashlik meat looks like. This is about 2 pounds of beef with the onions and some cilantro instead of the parsley and some pepper and salt and lemon and wine, okay? What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this out of the bowl, shake it off a little bit, and dry the meat off, okay? Now some people say discard the marinade when you're done, but actually what I do is I put it through a strainer and then I fry all these herbs and spices up to use for something else like a sandwich. So I'm going to take this meat out and get it cleaned up and dried off, and then we're going to move forward and make the couscous salad and set that aside, and then we're going to grill this shashlik. So let's get going. This is what the shashlik looks like when it's been dried off. And the secret with drying off meat, as we all know, is if you don't dry it off enough, it will not sear properly. So you want to get this meat as dry as you can possibly get it. And this is pretty darn dry right now. Now when I sit to shake off all the excess herbs and spices, you get about 99% of it. But if you see, there's still stuff stuck here, little bits of pepper and cilantro and stuff like that. That's okay. It's going to fill the room with aroma. This is going to be a really delicious meal. I'm going to finish drying this up, and we're going to get on the couscous salad. In this bowl, we're going to make the dressing for the couscous salad. And the first thing that's going to go in, sun-dried tomatoes. Okay. Kalamata olives. Don't have to put these in any particular order. It'll all work. Some shallot. Okay. The exact recipe will be on my blog at richardblaineseasycooking.com. There will be a link to it in the description. Okay. Garlic. Freshly chopped garlic. Okay. I added the salt and the pepper together. Okay, a little bit of sea salt and freshly ground black pepper. I added that together. Okay. Some mint and some cilantro. Okay. I said, I'm not a big parsley guy, so I always substitute either mint or basil or cilantro. Okay. Optional heat, red chili. We all know that's what I'm going to do. Some lemon juice. And some olive oil. Okay. This is going to be the dressing that the couscous is going to go in. Okay. And then all we do is just mix it up. Okay. The fun part is that we're going to let this stand for about 30 minutes. You know, I'm going to make the couscous, and then I got to let the couscous cool. And in that time, the flavors in this dressing will just marry. Okay. And then when I add this dressing to the couscous, I'm going to set that aside and let the semolina of the couscous suck up all the flavors and aromas from this dressing, because we're going to grill our shashlik. This is going to be good. Just look at the colors. Oh God, I wish you could smell it. Just delicious. All right, so we're going to let this sit, and we're going to get on to making the couscous itself. All right, let's cook up some couscous. This here is 2 cups of couscous in about 2.5 cups of chicken broth. Going to bring it to the boil. Okay. Going to bring it to the boil. Then I'm going to reduce it to the simmer. I've added a little salt in this chicken broth. And then just follow the cooking directions for the particular brand of Israeli couscous that you use. I find each one's a little different because the diameter of the couscous per company is just a little bit different. Okay, so This is going to come to a boil, and I'm going to reduce it to the simmer, and then we'll move on to the next step of cooling the couscous. Okay guys, this here is the cooked couscous, and I've spread it out over a baking sheet to let it cool because I don't want to create the salad while this semolina is hot. Okay, this is going to take about 10 to 20 minutes to cool to a room temperature sufficient, and then I'm going to add this to the couscous dressing that I made earlier, and then we're going to set the whole concoction aside and we're going to grill up some shashlik. So stick around and I'll see you in a little bit. So I allowed the couscous to cool for about 30 minutes, and then I mixed it into the dressing in this bowl, and here it is. Now sometimes you'll experience that as the couscous cools, these delicious little pellets of semolina are going to stick together. But once you add it to this dressing, they become all nice and separate, see? And all these flavors, the tomatoes, the Kalamata olives, okay, the chili, salt, pepper, cilantro, mint. All these flavors are going to marry, and the semolina is going to absorb it. I'm going to let this salad sit now for about another 30 minutes and suck up the flavors of this dressing, and then we're going to grill some meat. Oh yeah, let's get it on. Let's start grilling some shashlik. This here is a wonderful little indoor grill that I bought. It comes from Korea. It's great for yakitori cooking. It's great for indoor grilling. This is the best grill I have ever had for indoors. Those contact grills I've had in the past are junk. This is a serious grill. I've clocked this grill at over 550 degrees if you need. So let's make some shashlik. Now, this skewer has the beef, and in between the beef, I'm separating with candied ginger instead of mushroom, onion, or tomatoes. Okay, I'm using candied ginger because I happen to like candied ginger. So on these two skewers, I'm separating meat with candied ginger, and on this skewer, and this skewer, I'm just doing beef. Can you hear that sizzle already and see that smoke? Man, this is just a fantastic grill, and I'll probably leave a link to this product in my description. Look at this thing go, man. It's smoking already, okay? I might have to reduce the heat because I don't need this to cook at 500. So I'm going to grill up this shashlik, and we'll be back in a few minutes to see how it looks. Check this out, guys. Show me an indoor grill that grills like this, okay? And I'll show you a mule, okay? I've never owned an indoor grill that could grill like this until I bought this grill. Imported out of Korea. This thing is fantastic. Look at this caramelization. Look at these grill marks. The smoke coming, it smells fantastic in here. This is the best grill I've ever seen in my life. Now I'm going to put a couple of onions on here. Okay. Even though we're doing Russian and Jewish tonight, a couple of scallions, kind of like Korean. And we're going to move forward. We're going to let this continue grilling. It smells fantastic in here. Look at this caramelization. Okay. This is going to be delicious. I'm glad I decided to make this dish. I'll see you guys in a little while. Okay guys, so there you have it. Check out the pictures here at the end. Okay, shashlik. Okay, marinated, skewered meat, barbecued on a grill, or what the Russians use is called a mangal. Okay, using wood, okay, and charcoal, or a combination of both, and me using an indoor grill that I just got, and I love it. Check out these pictures. This is a delicious dish. It's an international dish. Make this at home. Make it your own. Make it with any meat you want. I'm sure you'll enjoy it. The couscous salad is lovely. Check it out. I want to thank you for stopping by. I'll see you on the next video. Take care.